Hello, ladies. So I have a confession. It wasn't long ago that I was addicted to all the things I preach against: sugar, adrenaline, caffeine, and gluten. I was of the mindset that being really busy and working really hard was noble, even if it meant denying basic needs. I gladly worked long hours of shift work in the ER, and every spare minute was spent taking care of home and family for years. I denied sleep, food, going to the bathroom, and exercise. Now, how did that really make me feel? Burned out. My adrenal glands could not keep up with the demand. I was a classic case of adrenal fatigue. I was taught to minimize what I now believe to be essential non-negotiables: regular sleep, access to organic whole foods, mindful eating, meditation, and movement. My prior ways landed me in a massive mess: excess weight gain, unstable blood sugar, hormonal imbalance, gut dysbiosis. Unfortunately, my path to finding my way out of my mess became my message. One of the root causes of my troubles was I burned out my adrenal glands, the little glands that sit on top of the kidneys and produce the main hormones of stress, including cortisol. I produced too much of these hormones, probably for years, until they stopped responding appropriately. What does adrenal fatigue feel like? You feel tired but wired. You crave sugar, similar to an addict. You grow a muffin top. Here's some more symptoms: anxiety, moodiness, or excessive emotions, difficulty with focus, poor resilience to stress. It feels like too much or unfair, irritable, negative, fatigue, predisposed to Hashimoto's or connective tissue disorders, sugar cravings, intense hunger. Later, after your adrenals have worked overtime for too long, they stop making the stress hormones. The adrenal glands burn out and you feel depleted. Many people describe this low-grade sadness and don't want to get out of bed, as if you couldn't handle another ounce of stress. You want to stay at home every weekend and watch Netflix. You want to cocoon. I was able to slowly heal myself and climb out of the hole I drug myself in, and you can too. Still, sometimes I slip. On the surface, I've learned to look like I've got my act together, but sometimes internally, I'm not aligned with my message. And when that happens, I've learned to intervene far earlier, way before the crash. And I've learned how to teach this to others in my practice, to one woman at a time or to a larger cohesive group online. I often see women in my practice in a similar mess. They hum along with the job, the kids, and the husband, sick family members, the dog, and feel like they're barely keeping it together. They use drugs like caffeine, sugar, and alcohol to amp up the energy and mood. Yet these forms of fake energy do not ultimately serve them. They're tired, they don't want to have sex, they don't feel authentically happy. They want to live life fully, but most of the time just feel too overwhelmed. Often it's the premenopausal or perimenopausal that creates the perfect storm. Put taxed adrenals together with sputtering ovaries, waning androgens and thyroid function, and many women, myself included, fall to their knees. Women typically make three mistakes when it comes to adrenal functions. They minimize their symptoms of approaching burnout until they drop from overgiving. They reach for fake energy in the forms of caffeine, sugar, alcohol. They soldier on in the face of overdrive, not realizing how out of alignment one or more aspects of their life are. Here are two simple solutions to start with. First, start by getting attuned to your symptoms. Decode the warning signs your body's trying to send you. Listen for symptoms that you are having and write them down in a health journal. Second, remove toxins. This includes things like foods with hormones, chemicals, and antibiotics. Remove the fake energy, meaning caffeine, sugar, alcohol, dairy, gluten. Remove toxic relationships. Replace fake processed food with whole real foods. Then you'll jumpstart your hormonal balance, stabilize your sugar, and feel so much better. One of the studies I often run on my patients is a cortisol awakening response, or CAR. Even though a patient may have a normal free cortisol level, that doesn't mean everything's functioning properly. The car measures the rise and fall of cortisol levels at awakening as a mini stress test. Research shows the size of this increase correlates with adrenal function. So I hope that was helpful. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, reach out so we can create a personalized plan for you to get to the root cause of your issues. My contact information is in the About section, or you can click on the Book Now to schedule a free discovery call. I'm wishing you all robust adrenal health. Bye for now.